Time.tv.
Previously on Mystical Ninja.
Some days a diamond, some days a stone. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone.
Well, hello once again and welcome back to Nathan Plays Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. My name is Nathan and this is Mystical Ninja for the Nintendo 64. In the previous episode, we climbed all the way up through 080 Castle and beat up all the baddies that were hanging around there for some reason. Had a mildly humorous confrontation with a strange man in blue, and then got the Lord's Super Pass to be able to explore the rest of the countryside. So in this video, that's what we're about to do, except first of all, I had to go and take a massive detour and go completely the wrong way for quite a while, which was, I just cut that part out because why would we want to watch all of that? Spent a few minutes just heading in the wrong direction altogether. It's very exciting. When I came back to town, I decided that I was going to play as Ibisumaru for the course of the episode. Also, you'll notice my armor is down to 2 hits because I was a little bit careless. My 3-hit armor. Turns out the actual way to go is this way. That's right, we have the Super Pass now. And they will open the gate for us. So here we are in Musashi. There's a bit of a seaside area here. A couple of enemies wandering about. So I just sort of picked a direction and went in it. And wouldn't you know there are some doors there? Let's see what's on the other side. Well, it's a tunnel, which I pursued. And honestly, looking back on this footage, it kills me a little bit that I didn't explore Musashi a little more carefully. Perhaps someday I'll have a chance to get back there and check out the rest of the area. But for now, I guess we're just going to move forward. I thought maybe this would have a dead end or I'd have to go back or something, but it just kept going. And then at a certain point, I just didn't feel like backtracking to go check that area out again. It's kind of lazy of me, I know. Anyway, the tunnel takes us through to Shinano region in Iga. Return of the awesome outdoor soundtrack. And we have a little bit of a climbing puzzle on our hands. Seems this is a bit more of a mountainous or hilly region. I'm not sure if it counts as a mountain. Hard to say. This seems to be almost at least as tall as, almost as tall as Mount Fuji, the big mountain. But you just have to find the right spots to jump up and try not to slide down. You'll notice that things kind of flicker orange a little bit as I go. That's kind of a sunset effect that they're trying to do. As you can see, the sky is changing color on me out there. Mostly it just looks a little bit odd. Lacking a free look mode is a little bit too bad because I wanted to look back out there kind of where I'd come from and just take in the view, but it was not to be. Having scaled the side of that mountainside there, we're ready to run through the flowers and continue along the road on our magical journey. Seems to be a bit of a tower in the distance there. Nice place to stop in and have a look. When suddenly... oh my goodness. Tower is destroyed. What is it? So I hurry over to check in my own inimitable running fashion. Well, hey, this is the Triton shell that Wise Man had, and someone's gigantic robot Impact. I thought he was off in America. Wait, that would mean that this here was Wise Man's house. Ooh. Yay! How cruel indeed. Love the blinking text there. And I can't get enough of the way he exits the scene. Well, obviously something's about to happen because they're giving me the option to save, which I took. And now, let's sit back and watch something wonderful. Yes, and with that incredible music video, we are thrown into controlling Impact, the robot. We have a pipe attack, and we're meant to be sort of bashing the enemies we come across and collecting the coins, as you see in the upper left. Try to avoid the pitfalls there, which I completely failed to do, and get as much fuel and coins as we can. Pretty much that involves mashing on the button like a crazy person, running over a lot of houses, I guess. Jumping over whatever pitfalls we encounter. Oh, there's a bridge. But we're fine. Yep, there's another bridge there. It's kind of the jump, in my defense, is not quite as responsive as you're expecting, so you have to lead a little further than you might think you should. Nailed that one. And those. So our battle with Kashiwagi begins. We're suddenly thrown into the first-person pilot's seat. The B and A buttons control the left and right fists. And also you can do a little bit of a punch and kick combo there. The trigger button on the controller fires these shots, but these do cost coins, just like they do when you're on foot. Although they don't draw from the same bank of coins, sadly. You can see indicators on the top and bottom of the screen for my energy as well as his. There's my Rio, there's the number of shots I have left, and oil is actually our health. And also I have the option to use my chain pipe to sort of control him for just a bit. Had a couple of rounds here, we're just trying to figure things out. You can use the shots, they don't do a ton of damage if you manage to hit him in the face. And he flies around and throws umbrellas at you. If you do manage to intercept them, the umbrellas will give you more coins back, which is nice. And sort of a matter of timing when to deploy your fists there. You can use your coins to shoot down his missiles, but then you don't get anything back as opposed to punching them. And as you can see, with at least 1,600 points left to go, this is going to be a lengthy fight. So it seems the chain can be used to cancel or interrupt certain moves of his, which could be good to know. I'm sort of... You can move it around with the stick, but it doesn't really... I thought maybe there's like a fishing kind of component where you should sort of pull him in the opposite direction that he wants to go, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. I'm just shamelessly wasting my ammo at this point. Now there you can see that if you punch at just the last second before he hits you, you do actually do a decent amount of damage and knock him back, which is nice. So it's just a matter of timing, reminiscent a little bit of Punch-Out. You ever played that classic game, or Super Punch-Out? Unfortunately, my timing, not so great there. So there we see that the chain pipe also does an excellent job of canceling out of his flying, where he is invincible as long as he's in the air. And you don't have to deal with those umbrellas that come flying at you. There's really no point to keep hammering on a button like that. You'll notice that his health drops only every few hits or so. He has a little bit of, I guess, invincibility frames or something like that after each hit, and so I just waste a lot of ammo. Once he gets under 1,000 of his hit points, he actually gains a new move, which is rather tedious and annoying, and we'll see it here in a moment. She summons a holographic version of himself that swings back and forth in your view, and you have just a moment to punch him when he stops moving to cancel his attack. You can't affect him while this is going on, seemingly, and he loves doing it all the time. He also likes to hang back and launch a lot more missiles when he's under 1,000. See, I'm pretty low on health. Can I make it? Will they have another miracle like the first boss there with half a heart left? That answer is no. With 945 hit points to go, we lose our first attempt there. However, the game kindly puts us right back at the beginning of the robot fight. We don't have to do all the sections before, and it seems that the lives that you usually have don't count here, so that's nice. It took me probably another 3 or 4 tries to finally get a round that went really, really well. By this point, I had gotten pretty good at reading his attacks and learning what the different things do, so there you go. Timing is one big factor. Use the shots to clear out the missiles. Works nicely. And make sure you time those hits properly, because that is where you get the brunt of your damage. Sub 1,000 hit points, the shots work marvelously to keep him off balance as well. A quick one shot to the head there will sort of throw him, as you'll see in a moment here. And just doing that every so often to interrupt means that he actually never gets a chance to set up for that horrible holographic attack. Still, these fights, even though I did have to do them a couple of times, even if I just had to do it once, they're really long. They're kind of tedious. And it ends with a chain pipe finisher. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that Impact looks kind of terrifying there. Well, he's got to get going. He's filming a movie, apparently. First has to get to America. I thought you were there already. Oh well. So no, that will not be the last that we see of Impact throughout the game. I get another chance to save. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep the coins that we had when we were in robot mode. Oh, it did affect my lives. I just realized that. I got 0 now. I had 2 before. Shoosh. Alright, well, so continuing on, we've got a village coming up right here. I took a brief pause just to kind of reset the video because the one I'd been recording had gone on for quite a while, so that explains that very confusing little fade there. And then we head into town. Welcome to Yamashiro, also known as Zazen Town. So it was you guys. Yay. 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 I'm going to go with yay. She's been following the peach-shaped UFO as well. And she's a secret ninja agent, it turns out, thanks to the narrator here that we've now just met. Mysterious Flake Gang. That's our adversaries, I suppose. All she's found out was that there are several members. And they call themselves the Peach Mountain Shoguns. Oh, curious. I think it's a big laugh from the audience. Pear Mountain. It's great joke. Great humor. Possibly there was some wordplay in the original Japanese that got lost here. And Secret Ninja Agent Yai becomes an ally. Hooray! So, of course, we're going to switch to her immediately. Experiment a little bit. She's got a sword, which is pretty cool. Standard 3-hit attack, same as everybody else. No other weapons to switch to at this time. And crawls like a normal person. A little bit disappointing, to be honest. You can see our town theme has changed subtly. And with that, we cross a bridge and we're into the town proper. Yamashiro. It's a very old and historical town. Oh, it looks a little older. Here's a puppy dog. Always talk to dogs. This is the Kansai region, he says. Impressive. While playing this game, you can also become an expert in Japanese geography. Well, I mean, I guess. Oh, I don't know how much I would take at face value here, but Benkei is sitting on the Gojo Ohashi Bridge, not allowing anyone to get through, but he will let them when he's taken everything and added it to his collection. I expect that will be the next problem we have to deal with. But at this point, I wanted to find an inn. It was like a huge, long thing flying across the sky. Okay, you can be a little more specific there. Here we are in the shopping district. Well, that seems promising. I did a bunch of running around here trying to find an inn. And it was boring, so I cut it out, and I eventually did find it. And decided to save one last time. So anyway, that's this episode. It seems shorter than usual because I recorded a ton of footage and then cut out most of it, but that's probably fine with everyone. Next time, I guess we'll find out what the mystery of Benkei, the treasure-stealing bridge person, is. And I'm going to say thank you all very much for watching, as always, and we'll see you next mission.